Actually, that what is that? Problems. So we are going to see the problem. So problem number 1. So mass of an object is 10 kg. Okay. And what is the weight on the earth? Now, when you read the question, just properly understand that mass of an object is 10 kg. So they gave mass only, not the weight of the object. So what is the weight on the earth? So weight on the earth, what is that equation? W, which is equal to mg. Okay. So W equal to mg. Remind that. Can you remind that equation? So mass of that object is equal to 10 kg and W equal to m into g. So W means weight and mass means m means mass and g means gravitational value. So here I have taken 9.8 meter by second square. So you can take 9.8. Okay. So W equal to m, 10 into 9.8. So 10 into 9.8 means if you multiply that 10 into 9.8 for one decimal point, that 10 it will be cancelled. So 98 Newton will come. Okay. So W equal to 98 Newton. Okay. So the next thing is an object weighs 10 Newton when measured on the surface of the earth. What would be its weight when measured on the surface of the surface of the moon? Okay, surface of the earth, not the question is actually what would be its weight when measured on the surface of the moon. Okay, so just change it, that one. So when any one object is, it will be taken as the weight is 10 Newton. Here they consider 10 Newton in the earth. So when it takes to that moon, what will happen to that weight? Okay, so this is that problem. So weight on the moon. So weight on the what's called weight when you have taken that object. So weight on the moon is what is called 1/6 times of weight when it is present in the earth. So 1/6 into what is that weight present on the earth? 10 Newton they given. So 1/6 into 10. So 1/6 into 10 means we have to multiple that 1 into 10, 10. So 10 divided by 6. So 10 divided by 6, which means that when you divide it means 1.67 Newton will come. Okay. So see how much will be ratio will be deducting. Okay. So 1/6 times it will be reducing. Okay. So the next one, shall we move? Okay. So next one is an important topic. What is mean by thrust? Okay. So before that I am going to ask some questions. I already said, right? Even that armored vehicle, okay, that tanky and all, tankies, okay, that armored vehicle and all, they put some belt, they put some chain mechanism. And even when you are going to the desert, how you feel? So each and every step your foot will be deeper, right? So you cannot walk it properly and you have to put some effort. That means when you are walking at even at minimum distance also, your foot will be suddenly going to deeper. And when you are lying on that sand, what will happen? So will you go to that same distance, same deeper, that one? So it is not. Okay. So you have to know that some force will be, right? Some force will be acting on the foot. That means our weight will be acting on the foot. Our foot will be what's called entire weight will be taken to that foot, and because of that your foot will be go down. Okay. And if you look at that surface of the foot will be very less. Okay. But you have more weight, so more weight will be acting on that very less number of surface, less number of area. So that time you may feel more thrust. Okay. So more thrust or more pressure, you can say. What is that? Okay. And when you are lying down in the sand, so that time you will not go to that much deeper distance, because your weight get balanced, right? Because the area of contact to the sand will be enlarged. so that weight will be distributed balanced because of that greater area. So you know that the same force when it will be acting on that small area means it will give some effort, what's called as it will give something, and same force which will be acting on that more surface means it will be get balanced. Okay, so and even what's called in our school and all we are what's called that we get some information and bulletin board. In that bulletin board we have to insert that, right? So by that we have to apply some force on that bullet, right? That means on that bulletin pin. Okay, so when the force is applied on the perpendicular to the surface area, okay, so perpendicular to the surface area, when you are applying that force, it is called thrust. Okay, so thrust is nothing but when you are consider any one surface, by that surface perpendicularly if you are giving force mean, that is called thrust. Okay, for example that bulletin board, you are applying some force to that perpendicular to the surface area, you are applying some pressure, some force. Okay, so then only it will be what's called thrust. Okay, and even then any other way, so whenever the force will be acting perpendicular to the surface, that is called thrust. Okay, so remind that. And even the rocket propulsion and all they are saying this one thrust. So thrust, what is the thrust? So perpendicular to that surface area it will be acting, that's called thrust. Okay, and one more thing, it is called pulling force also they will say. Okay, thrust in the rocket mechanics. Okay, next one, what is that pressure? So pressure is nothing but force per unit area we have seen. So if you are consider force which will be acting perpendicular to the surface mean thrust, so we can write pressure equal to thrust per unit area also. So what is that unit of that thrust means? Thrust is nothing but as per that force unit, so Newton, and pressure is equal to Newton by meter square. Okay, you have to know that even that what's called I said some few examples. For example, if you have taken blunt knife, when you try to cut the vegetables by using that blunt knife, you may not cut, right? Because you have to apply larger force and even it will not cut. But same thing, when you apply that pressure in that sharper side, you may cut the vegetable, will be very easy. Okay, so area of contact will be very important. So area of contact, that means area only it will be deciding that how much pressure or how much thrust will be acting. So just take your book and just read that thrust and pressure in your book. Okay, so here one problems, example 10.6, a block of wood is kept on a table top. The mass of wooden block is 5 kg and its dimensions are 40 cm, 20 cm, 10 cm. That means length 40 cm, breadth 20 cm, height 10 cm. Okay, find the pressure exerted on the object. Okay, so find the pressure exerted on that. So how much pressure will be exerted on that? So first you have to know that pressure which is equal to, what is that formula? So pressure which is equal to force per unit area. Okay, if you look at that mass of that wooden block, so mass they given 5 kg, am I right? And the dimension 40 cm, 20 cm and 10 cm. Centimeter is there, so you have to convert into meter. So remind that. So here weight of that wooden block applies that thrust on the table. Okay, so it is nothing but when you have placed perpendicular, what will be happen? So when you have placed in that horizontal, what will be happen? Okay, so the weight of that wooden block applies the thrust on the table. Okay, so how much thrust will be there? Because the weight will be contacting the perpendicular to the surface area, the force is acting, that means weight is acting. So the weight of the wooden block which is equal to that applies the thrust on the table. So thrust equal to F equal to mg. So 5 into 9.8, if you multiple means 49 Newton will come. and the area of that side. So area of that side means when which area, which surface will be contact. See here, which will be contact. If you consider that means, see here 20 into 10. So 20 into 10, that surface only contact, right? So down that portion only you have to consider. Okay, so 20 into 10. So 20 into 10, here 200 centimeter square. 200 centimeter square, you have to divide it. 1 centimeter equal to 1 by 100 meter. So that means 1 centimeter square means 1 by 100 into 1 by 100. So then after 40 will come. So 10,000 will come. So 200 divided by 10,000, if you divide it means 0.02 meter square. So from equation 10.20, that means it is nothing but pressure equal to what is that, thrust per unit area. So thrust we have find 49 Newton. So 49 0.02 meter square. Okay, so see, they can ask a different question also. See, when you are placed in the vertical, what will be the thrust? When you are placed the object horizontal, what will be the thrust? So one more question also we can ask. See here, how sir we can find? First you have to know that how to find the pressure and how to find the thrust. So thrust is nothing but perpendicular force. That means the force which acts that perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so see here, when you are placed in the vertical manner, which surface will be contact? So 20 into 10, that will be contact. Okay, so that surface, so in that only the weight is acting perpendicular to the surface. So perpendicular to the surface, you have to find the area, and what is called the pressure equal to that thrust you have to find, and the area you have to find, and you can solve it easily. Okay, see here, so F equal to mg. So you have to first find F equal to mg, thrust you have to find, and the area of contact, it will be you have to find. So now if it is lying this much means you have to take this surface 40 centimeter into 20 centimeter, that area you have to find, and you have to divide it. Means just look at that. Even you can try this problem also. What is called first case, we found that 2450 Newton meter square. In the second case, if you have taken 40 centimeter and what is that 20 centimeter area of contact, means you have to find the area and divide by the thrust. Okay, so divide by the thrust means what answer you are getting, just compare that one. When you are considered in the vertical position, what is your pressure, and when you are considered that horizontal position, what happened to your pressure? So you may compare it easily. Okay, so I think see here, so when the block lies on the its side of the dimension, okay, as I said here, so when it is side, so when it is side means which surface will be contact, that surface area you have to find. So 40 into 20 centimeter you have to find, it exert the same thrust, so same thrust only, no, so same thrust only it will be acting, so thrust will be constant, but here the area will be remaining, it will be not same. So area you have to find length into breadth. So 40 centimeter into 20 centimeter, if you found 800 centimeter square, so 1 centimeter square equal to 1 by 10,000 meter square, you have to divide it and find the answer 0.08 meter square. So pressure equal to 49 Newton divided by 0.08. If you divide it means 612.5 Newton meter square. See, you have to know that Newton per meter square or Newton meter per minus 2. See, first case 2450, that means when you are keep any object in the vertical position, what is the bottom area, what will be the contact area, and what happened to your thrust. So thrust divided by that contact area, if you found, means you can find that pressure on that position, and when it is on the horizontal position, same, that thrust will not be changed, but the area will be changing. So we have to find the area and divide it. Means just compare this one, 2450 Newton per meter square, and here 612.5 Newton per meter square. So obviously the pressure exerted when you are keeping in the horizontal means it will be very less. When you are keeping that vertical position, it will be very high. Okay, so anyway, so that's all students, that is today's session. I hope you all understand. First you have to read it. After I said these things, you have to read it once in your book, you can understand the better manner. Still, if you have any doubt means you can kindly post to my WhatsApp number, and again I will recapitulate one more thing. I will summarize all those things. First, what are the things we know? What is the mass and what is the weight, and how the weight will be changing when you are going to that moon, or when the object is, if you have taken to that moon, how much ratio it will be deducting. And next one, what is meant by thrust and what is meant by pressure, and what is that relation pressure and thrust. Okay, and based on that we did one problems also. Okay, so this is the today's session, students. I hope you all understand. So thank you all, thank you so much. Please kindly please read the book once, then only you will get understand in the better manner. Okay, so just do that equation, and even the decimal point sums and all I gave, no, that problem you have to try to work out. Okay, so thank